What is OES? I wanted to provide a brief overview of the Governor's Office of Emergency Services, also known as OES. And OES is established in the state government by our government code in Title II, Division 1, Chapter 7, Article 5, quite deep in the weeds. It covers sections 8585 to 8589.7. And OES is established in state government within the governor's office itself, and it's under the supervision of a director. And the government code in this area in Article 5 references our former Office of Homeland Security, which is now under the direction of OES. OES also succeeded to the former California Emergency Management Agency, and also under state law, OES is considered a law enforcement organization, and so it can receive criminal intelligence information as well. OES is specifically responsible for the state's emergency and disaster response services, as well as for any natural, technological, or man-made disasters or emergencies occurring in the state. According to our government code, it's the role of OES to take a proactive approach in addressing any risks, threats, vulnerabilities that face the state of California. And that's really the basis of its mission. According to its website, OES took on its current role and title in 1970. And again, it took over responsibilities from several other state departments. In 2004, OES merged with the Governor's Office of Criminal Justice Planning, OCJP, and the old OCJP provided grants and funding to local communities. Thereafter, in 2009, OES took over the role of the Office of Homeland Security, OHS. And then in 2013, OES took over the former CEMA, the California Emergency Management Agency, as well as the Office of Public Safety Communications. Another section of the California Government Code requires OES and the Department of Forestry and Fire Protection, we call it CAL FIRE, to establish and lead the Wildfire Forecast and Threat Intelligence Integration Center. Another government code section states that OES, in cooperation with our State Department of Education, the Department of General Services, and the Seismic Safety Commission, to develop an educational pamphlet to use in kindergarten through the 14th grade for personnel to assist them in identifying and mitigating the risks that are posed by earthquake hazards in the state of California. In addition, OES is required to use all state and local fair properties as appropriate conditions might require in certain emergency situations. The government code also requires OES to establish the State Computer Emergency Data Exchange Program, whose responsibility is to collect and disseminate essential data for emergency management operations in the state. Our government code also requires OES, in consultation with the California Highway Patrol, CHP, as well as other specified state and local agencies, to establish a statewide plan for delivering hazardous material mutual aid. And finally, OES is required to develop model guidelines for local government agencies, as well as community-based organizations for their planning efforts in order to develop disaster registry programs here in the state of California.